One question that I've been having very often is, how do I know he loves me? What are some of the things that a man does for you to show that he genuinely loves you? You know, you go into relationship with the motive of going to love and be loved. But then sometimes in the course of the relationship, realize that the other person came with a different motive and a different agenda altogether. And so because of what some of us have gone through, most ladies can say that all men are the same. Men are scam, my dear. All men are not the same. Men are scam. And you don't even need all men, you just need one man. And there are good men, there are amazing men out there. There are men who will show you real love, and there are things that a man does for you only when he loves you. Believe you me, my dear, love is beautiful. And when you are with a person that you love and he also loves you, it is so amazing. But the question that I'll ask is that, what is love? Because I believe that nowadays we misuse the word love. Like, when somebody even likes you, the person will say, I love you. When the person wants to only sleep with you, the person will say, I love you. When the person truly loves you, the person will say, I love you. So how do you know what real love is? I'll take you to 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 going. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, the Bible gives us a vivid description of what love is. It said love is patient. Love is kind. When somebody loves you, the person is patient with you. When somebody loves you, the person is kind with you. Love does not boast of wrongdoing. Love is not proud. Love is not selfish. Love does not keep records of wrong. Love protects. Love is beautiful. So please go to 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Read what love is. I think that will help you, and then digest it. I take it one by one, digest it. That verse alone, that section of the Bible alone, will let you know if the man loves you or if maybe you even love him. So in this video, I want to be talking about things that a man does for you when he genuinely loves you. If you are interested, kindly stick with me. Let's do this. Let me make this point. Love is an action word. Yes, most of the times we want to hear people telling us they love us. Yes, it is so beautiful, especially if your love language is words of affirmation. Most couples tell their partners they love you. But then I believe that it is not only about what he sees. Sometimes it's also about what he does and what he doesn't do. I've had many instances where ladies will come and say, my boyfriend says he loves me, but he does this, he does that, he does that. My dear, action speaks louder than words. And I think that you should concentrate more on the action, because the words plus actually give you proof that he loves you. So throughout this video, I'm not going to say, and he says, because of what he says. No, it is about what he does that clearly shows you that he loves you, or he's just using his mouth to tell you that he loves you, but the actions are speaking otherwise. So a man who truly loves you will show you through his actions and the choices he makes. So the first thing that a man who truly genuinely loves you does for you is to respect you. Respect is very necessary when it comes to relationship. He gives you genuine respect. He respects your thoughts. He respects the things that you say to him. He respects you as a person. There is no way he would disrespect you. If a man loves you, my dear, he will never disrespect you. He'd never use harsh words on you. He will never abuse you. He will not make you feel less of yourself. And so when he truly, genuinely loves you, my dear, he respects you. The second thing is that he prioritizes you. He puts you first. He chooses to be with you. He makes efforts to spend time with you. Even if he cannot spend time with you, he contacts you. He tries as much as possible to always keep in touch with you. In this era, everybody is busy, but there is a saying in my language that there is no way a man will love you and will not prioritize you, will not put you first, will not make time out of his busy schedule for you. If he's always giving you the excuse of, I'm busy, I was tired, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, 1 week he's not contacting you, and then he come back and tell you, I love you, my dear, I'm sorry, but his actions are speaking otherwise. That is not genuine love. The third thing a man does when he genuinely loves you is that he tries to fix relationship problems, and he tries to make changes about his life for you. You see, conflict is something that we can't do without in any relationship, being it in the church, being it in the family, being it you and your parents, your siblings. Conflicts are there. But then when conflicts come, is it that the first thing he says is that I want out. I want to end this relationship. I don't even know why I dated you. Why am I still in this relationship? No. He makes effort even when he does something and then you get angry. He makes effort to make you know that he's really sorry and that he wants to work things out. There are things about your partner that you might not like. Yes, people doesn't really change, but I also believe that when a man loves you, he tries to make changes that he can to make you happy. And so when there is this particular thing that you've been complaining about, if he truly genuinely loves you, if he tries as much as possible to change those things for you, then my dear, he genuinely loves you. Because it doesn't really happen for a man. Most men, some men will tell you that that is me, I'm sorry, I can't change. Yes, there are some behaviors that will be difficult for the person to change, but you see that the person makes efforts, even if he doesn't change. When he's doing those things, he tries to hide them from you so that you think that he has changed, because he genuinely loves you. He doesn't want to lose you. So when a man loves you, when there is a problem, he tries to fix it, and then he tries as much as possible to make changes as much as he can to keep the relationship going. The next thing is that his interest is solely not about sex. When a man loves you, he demonstrates to you that whatever he wants to have with you, whatever relationship he is having with you, goes beyond what you can offer in the bedroom. Yes, in the initial stage of a relationship, the feelings are there. We are touching ourselves. You can't even stay away from each other. Yes, that is the honeymoon stage. But as it progresses, you realize that the relationship is more than sex. It's more than what you can offer in the bedroom. It's more of the person you are. It's more of your character. It's more of the ideas you give him. It's more of the what you add up to his life. That is why I always tell my ladies that, my dear, nowadays, the men of nowadays, it's not only about sex. And so when the relationship is all about sex, then my dear, I'm sorry. I think I've done a video about the kind of men you shouldn't date. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to put a link of that video in the description of this particular one. Please watch it. When a man genuinely loves you, the relationship he has with you goes beyond the bedroom. What if you are sick? What if something happens? What if you travel and then you cannot offer the sex? Does it mean that the relationship has ended? No. When a man genuinely loves you, sometimes when even you tell him that no sex before marriage, he is able to stick around because it goes beyond the sex. Then he shows interest in the future with you. When he's talking about his future, he includes you. Yes, when the relationship is at the initial stage, he might not talk about marriage because he's not so mature. But then he makes plans for next week, next month, next year. When he's talking about his future plans, you realize that he's involving you. It's not always about the me, I, me, I. When he talks about we, when he talks, you see that clearly when he's making his future plans, clearly you are part of it, then my dear. That man genuinely loves you. A man will only make plans for his future with you inclusive only when he genuinely loves you. And so when he does that, please do not take it for granted. If he doesn't love you, if he came in for only sex, if he came in with different motive, my dear, your relationship will only be about today and tomorrow and maybe the day after. The next thing is that when a man genuinely loves you, he wants you to feel cared for. One thing that my husband always tells me is that my happiness is his priority, and that if I am happy, he's okay. He consciously makes effort to make sure that you are cared for. Even when you are down, even when your mood is down, you don't feel like laughing, you don't feel like talking. He tries everything in his possible best to make sure that you are up, like you don't remain there. He so much cares for you. He so much wants you to be happy. He so much does things to make sure that you are your best self. He so much does things to make sure that you are okay. He genuinely and effortlessly does those things. He tries to go out of his way. He tries to make you laugh even when you do not feel like laughing. If he's doing these things, if he really wants to make you feel cared for, then he genuinely loves you. The next thing is that he introduces you to the important people in his life. When a man loves you, he doesn't hide you. There's a saying in my language that "Sansa fadia or the chere." He wants everyone to know that this is the woman I'm dating, this is the woman I'm going out with. He gives you a title. This is my woman, this is my girlfriend, this is my fiance. He doesn't introduce you, oh, meet here, oh, meet my friend. No, if he does that, my dear, sit down and then reconsider your relationship. Sit down and think through your relationship. If the only person who knows that you are dating yourself is the two of you, my dear, that is a secret relationship, and you don't need a secret relationship. Even if he's not ready to introduce you to his parents, he introduces you to the people that are close to him. I don't mean his boys. Most of the time, those boys, they are the person who do our wife, our wife. Meanwhile, they clearly know that you are not the our wife or you are not the only one, but they will try to protect him. That is the bro code. But the people who are close to him, maybe his aunties, his cousins, his uncles, his pastor, his reverend minister, the people who are important to him, he introduces you to them. When a man genuinely loves you, he makes you feel good about yourself. I'm not talking about flattery. I'm not talking about, yes, that you are beautiful, you are the amazing is there. But then he makes you feel that you are valuable. He motivates you to bring the best aspect of yourself. He doesn't look down on you. He doesn't make you feel like a nobody. He always encourages you. He always pushes you to be the best version, the best person that you can be for yourself and for him. And so he makes you feel that you are valuable. He makes you have a very high self-esteem, and then he makes you know that you can do better. When a man does these things for you, my dear, he genuinely loves you. If he doesn't love you, he won't even bother. He won't even bother because he's coming out with a different, he came into the relationship with a different motive. The next question that I know some of you ask is that, what should I do if he doesn't love me? If after listening to these points and you realize that your boyfriend is not showing you any of these things, I think that the best thing is for you to have an honest and an open communication. Sit down with him and ask him. Let him know that you don't feel loved, because I've said that a woman is only loved when she feels loved. That same way, a man is only respected when he feels respected. So if it's about he's saying it, but he's not doing any of these things, his actions are opposite of what he's saying, I think that you should have an honest conversation with him. Let him know that these are the things that you expect from him, and you know that when a man loves you, these are the things he does for you. If he loves you, maybe this will be a wake-up call for him, and then he will say, oh, okay, then I'm slacking. Then I think I should be up and doing and be doing this for my woman. But if after you've had the conversation and you see that he's not ready to make any effort, he thinks that he's okay where he is, and you don't feel loved, he's not doing any of these things for you. Your relationship doesn't go beyond the bedroom. He doesn't make you cared for. He makes you feel less of yourself. And you think that he's not ready to make the effort. You see, relationship is a skill. And when you are ready to learn it, you can learn it and do it better. But if after having this conversation, my dear, you see that there is no hope, you see that no, this man, he's not ready to make you feel loved, my heart goes out for you. I'm not sure that you want to be in a relationship like that. And so I think at this point, you need to watch the video that I did about moving on, how to do with breakup. But if he does all these things for you, not even all, if he does most of these things for you, then my dear, that man you are with, he loves you. And so it is high time you also up your game, let him feel appreciated, and then do your part that you are supposed to do in a relationship. And I believe that if the love is mutual, you're going to have a very beautiful and an amazing relationship. Don't forget that love is kind, love is patient, love doesn't boast, love doesn't keep wrong, and love lasts forever. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. Nyamen Kao.